yetnas ye we say so ada ye kai wo say abefun tintan ye say abefu kwantempon so ye social media handles talking about Facebook and YouTube. Ye WONTUMI TV on Facebook and WONTUMI TV on YouTube. Enti medawase ederye obomodia eko Facebooka or like it na or share or to petisa you subscribe to it. Yedawase it's the 19th day of the month of May 2025. Na ede area so beba wakwaba kwan sronko so edoba jumedia ya today Talk Ghana every sabria kopem se donsia ebebo enti medawase papa ede wada agye bio da bia be catch say wonni ho a besumi ni ha wonni ho a mini ha enti ede awie Talk Ghana jumedie ena wo hwe Talk Ghana jumedie ena wutie na medawase se wode wontuma mpo aba bebo medie no ano yetna se dia wode se ensema ekoso ewo yeman mu ha ena yetoatoa adwene ewo ho enti ene yesinkuyen yebehwe ensema ekonsem be na eba mafidie no ena he yetna se na chese yankoya de bidin ede Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah KK on behalf of the production team Kofinto ewa hadom ene area sanso na nana ejei wona asoma se edi dwumadie sronkui ebrewo I stay ena echinchim mfidie fra the camera ede mame manase de team ni gina pepra be do gina ase ene team a omo echinchim cameras no ede amame no na sanso ena MCR Nana Kwame Medanse Bosheba and the team. A very good afternoon to you all. Well. 19 days into the 5th month of the year 2025. Nana Dine Kro Dineba Yerira in Sebudume. But just before I do that, let me say good afternoon to the incoming national chairman of the NPP. Very good afternoon to a year chairman Bernard Entry Buesiako your friend chairman WONTUMI is here party no a gusun kakra a year restructure no na just a drew her said ye waka ma watino a drew ho na impedifo emma ho kwan dia na just a year chairman Bernard Entry Buesiako and so age them as a year national chairman, the man of the moment. Yes, and in times like this, do be na party no opposition. Na just say uhiye obi nso a obetumi aye adwuma no and the near day because NDC if we akwa yes be edru no unse nkrata na omo de ye adwuma so omo de den na ye adwuma enti eye chairman Bernard Entry and here na say omna na ombedi eye party no edi na way back said ye oye no 2016 na party no ewo position odi de den ebuayem asantimantem ha yetumi ewi ni ye no ye hwe anim say empo obebium na 2028 de ye duanu mu yi de obu yi na endu baby ampo ni endu baby ampo ni na just ye better 4 years at the account. Shall say na lazy boots na make is so bit baby in a $1 do ever from dollar ever from the use dollar and that's a CD appreciation won't no echo use yes if you are an exporter or an importer at the other but layman the grassroots masses mube fili adia no say nije aba CD appreciation no yehu hwe eduani figures na yete no yasum okoto de ma sade ne bo no etie no unless e bia ya tete so wo baabi obi nka ma menti na yete ye baabi adwene ye ho no be able post to Facebook say ya tete cement so ya tete cement so na gasem cement every 140 about is 80 cedis oya nsem troni so nsem troni do to be about be chad truck is you say no ansa ne omunyu no ono next time what we do be twa Ghana for ya ni abro ya ni abre ya tete so a yegyina ya di beje Ghana na nyo biara ne dia yegyina ne ye dia na dia ne yentete so a who are you fooling adia ne yentete so ne bodo ba bia ejina ejina na ube twa kese we etu futuro ede Ghana for any no Ghana for no ent na say ma oyesa ade no but ye kwaya de na ye rura ensem no and then ensem ben na me de sha ase me sha ase free fee as charity begins at home and na ye sha ase free outside na yemfa emrem well they say charity begins at home intinanse ya Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Baobia etu kwan ekopie mu Belgium na eye IDU forum no the delivery uhun said ye ekoye eyeme mpo meka on social media. If you were following events on social media over the weekends, the applause was high on social media. CSOs be who say airborne abaso some trofo be airborne abaso out to say the delivery and the empo and somebody bisabisado and the empo Dr. Baobia anu ye and said yeah we see responded and I said anu ye no who say yes man no ayo bia or ye brainy yet to say Nkansah de yet the award na Nkansah de offer the kwa enti enyame mpo no meka no waka say ke enoti wontumi na obona baso maka say CSOs be bona baso individuals be bona baso we obi a social media nyame kra na meka enti edu ha ya babo modiana ya hwe niema ba ku bienu bi but then the 2024 flag bearer of the NPP at the chopper aba eye NPP for egina se empo nkugu a eba ye 2024 elections no NPP eye niema bi ye de bebe so hodoma ya nye di ye enti sane di nyina nkamfua nkugu eba ye no or the chopper ma NPP for na ensem o kan se nyame eye adoma 2028 there NPP ba de se kakai no 2028 or say NPP lazy the boots aba de se kakai no na uhwemu kra na ensem o kan na se uhwema and rightly so NDC for ebe present candidate just say onko and that's on the party nanimuda because a party no the part why president we dear dim a President John Dramani Mahama enti Dr. Baumia ehun say 2028 new candidates and a beba for the NDC na pe the records abakosem actually say first time candidate of a party bia enwini no woms ada enti odono de ohun say NPP nyame eya adoma yebre enaso na NPP ebetumi edinkunim ewo 2028 elections no emu well who say Justin Kudiaye write up be na well yebeba ho yes a write up no na ebisu na enka reaction no yanka Justin Kodia enkofo bi egu ni din ho fi say or campaign edi about Dr. Baobi obutu kwan no enti or the write up bi aba betuja what site individual bia odidi na tem metro sem edifan ho and all clear no na NPP party no you don't even know where to Justin Kodia, so individual, no, just forget about him. Why? Just forget about him and move on. Now, party, no, yen share kwaya, yabefa so afa, yen tumapa, ede efra, yen share kwaya, yabefa so afa, yen tumapa, ede efra, because obia insult there. I don't know. Yeah, that's how, I don't subscribe to that. But anyway, yeah, let's talk about bread and butter issues. Yeah, kwaya nima. Sure. Empo ya tuaba ama NDC babet na kwenye ye kobu beye 6 months de we are in the month of May enche May beba na we ye ni 6 months mo ano na NDC fo kasa oboka no position ni nyina no you say obo adim na egu ase kasa so much talk ewo position obo adim na egu ase na beba John Abdullahi jina podie no so de minority no aye press conference be on energy be show footages the edi achoba beba ho meba John Abdullahi jina in opposition. He was the ranking on, I think, the energy committee beba ho but nipa ba ko no so nanima gu ase aye bema ye friend Sam George in opposition. Why? And the ending Sam George kasa atem di eye esla wusu there's a yentume nswa wadi esla wusu atema dinatem na no odenti no Ghana for feel say abranti utume bana obua the party Ghana be ye de and then him na go ase first of all on LGBT and what is what can one say we and no tumu say na tese ya da number 4 kasa de yebede yes sentence nkwa na tese abaina no person who the back of the NPP and obey who did it. He wasn't genuine or honest about LGBT did na oil na no men fanto Sam George in opposition na our communication committee no so ebe catch the Ghana for say data bu den wo Ghana data you use for internet yi ne ho kro de ba se data ho den ne bu den e wo Ghana na eslo usu et ho and I just say sabe predia satibon cause one ya hwe and no shelf so the sikadie essence contract akese na data ne bu den tutu ne bu den eye dede on rooftops se empo omo eba ban mu a data there's a say 1 gigabyte kwa wan hwekra beto do be 1 cedi ye dede complaining about data ema emabunu no omo amun so said emabunu no omo social media more and who say yes indeed Ghana data bu eden do it could di actually koto aba edema NDC then this babet na akunya isu and omwayi Sam George as Minister of Communications udim dada baby ana eslo wusu wona na yede no ekro so be ye adwuma na eslo wusu no tie kire ye de eslo wusu atem no on be ye sa adwuma no emfanto aso na Ghana nye de sane no opposition na oye hu dede no and Sam George ba ya den ye hu ye ntene nkampo uhu ndi o office word ba oye afe dede no oye wakana no atu and out Sam George nka edim gwasia na aka no na over the weekend na me hu say abrantie bi hu say data no hu ensem de Ghana for akabia but the latest addition was one Kojo Sheldon or whatever and Lambastino X page and Kano Twitter page na that's some more back country Ghana for Zare Ghana for Krabo Casadodo. Na mo feel say with the stroke of a pen, data da ne boya deno, or no Sam George no at in the office, no fa pena, or si data no cost no make cheb et Ghana for bunto data for lady. Or don't mean yes hardy. Sam George and I can say some yichra Ghana for. So no data no on to mint na the office no fa pen emma data board enyefo saa de no oni tumi so de beye saa de no mate de oka kire mu eslo wusu de no otumi na asema Sam George eka ede so do de oni tumi na data no kra no ne board beba from a omunko bisa finance minister ede wotumi sempo ebi obe change de ma na data cost no aba from etiodo no de on the X page sisi ada kokan sema Sam George de ato oso betumi atage no tag na ma utinte otume mfa pen e ma data bo nyefo entimu amusu data hono monto de sade monto na ono Sam George de obeye de de abo abo. This is Sam George for you. Esla usu office wodi no betumi ama data bo no ayefo esla usu de no magic so the pen ebema data buayefo ene Sam George o tu boutique so ni say to me no mato abama na wie obeye den tinamwe na 4 years no ene Ghana data buo yedi minimum wage no ayepe ene Ghana ewiase afana beka kire wo say oh data is relatively low but order for the boy den emaye nyina because 1 gigabyte in Ghana, one tokrare bia, obeto de baye 17 cedis. Yeni daily minimum wage no ayepe. Enti ukoye adwuma e dey a. Usika no emu fa na de kwa koto data. Sam George so say, mo fa masem enfuri ne so. Den yo no tagena ma utinte ontume ma data. De bo enyefo ema. Se pray na waje so. Our hope ena aba no. Ya to adwumadie no so dipa ba ko a odon so nanim egu ase eye John Abdullahi Jinapo odon so kasa tintin wo ho nso en toponko John Jinapo energy minister last week saw a press conference Mau TV Book of Lamentations obe lamentia be kasai ebe ye dede onye sukuro besu na minority no say krache in opposition and you say na mo kachire now we are ranking our committee no so na wona ideas energy ideas yina ewo trim ene dom kuma ne nsem mo kachire no wona na ewiase energy nyansa nyina ewo trim na dan na oba ya ye kania edundum yi ene minority in parliament a press conference George Kwame Abuaje a oye ranking ewo energy committee no so ena o address a press ene obo de nsem to ho a che so obo kire so obo ahu performance kan ni anantumi angina ne nan so yi a ene tariff increment as say ya toto kan ya to mu be 14.75% no obo nhwe magana for entua na ene omo address a press no be who say minister of energy di buafu John Jinapo sorry ya adai ena musimi njai kasa do na men solve problem na be solve problem na me solve ada na musimi lament me ko eye committee nanim last week me catch them say no mo opido ase ekohia eye committee energy committee no na ada na musimi lament maybe ko mo anim no makokire mi nsem no me paint picture no senior challenges no etie ewo man mu ha bo se me su na me lament enti endi se be ka no kra na me ko ka kire ada na musimi lament John Jinapo usheton out the kasa kire ni nsem no ma di buafu pa sa there say minority no ebe kasa e di kire no but me mpadi for atnancy eye menua bema yamesam eye kwabre east omo secretary into your constituency secretary for eye kwabre east ne wajina konya ewa ha na sansu na Richard Ajiman Richard Ajman, yeah, na Miss Rose Mamenka, Timemenka, na the way I have fed. When me at the time, we didn't say free a year Belgium, and now neighbor will be a coin over there. But Richard Ajman is very soon I'll cross over to them. But Sam George, okay, Sam George, the enemy, yeah, me patron na kwame. And then minority no press conference no, ma etiefo anasa hwefo entie de empo ene omde tuja bi di kan emfa minority press conference no de e call so a omo ensema omo edi tuja ewia eye empo frank
for him to sign to unnecessary contracts which will saddle the industry as they were noted for. In conclusion, ladies and gentlemen and members of the press, 1, the patience of the Ghanaian people is wearing thin. 2, we demand action and result from the Minister of Energy and the government. 3, it is time to stop the talking and put the lights on, because Nanado did same. 4, businesses are collapsing. 5, the minority MPs, especially those on the Energy Committee, we are complaining to the minister to take action now. Then 6, doing so is slowing down the economy. 7, the honeymoon is over, Mr. Minister. 8, enough is enough. Thank you, members of the press. Window for him to sign to unnecessary contracts which will saddle the industry as they were.
All right, and so that's the minority press conference and on power outages. No, George Kwame Abuaje and a ranking on an energy committee.
Is the payment of the independent power producers. True or false? It's true. And in the narrative, it's coming out clearly that the finance minister is not, emphasis mine, it's not releasing the oxygen, the necessary oxygen. Now, CAPA has come up clearly to complain. The government has to pay over 4 million. Is it 4 million? Over 400 million. So, and then people come and say that, oh, well, what did the previous government do? We are out of power close to 6 months. The next month will be 6 months. Colleagues, ladies and gentlemen, let's stop this chess game. People come and say, you were in power a while ago, 5 months. 5 months is a significant period for government to take very important measures. And in this same Jinapo, with respect to our colleague, who was the ranking member, right or wrong? And he was the one who was all over the place. I don't know if you had a light yesterday. For 24 hours, my place, there was no light. It's pathetic. Let's be frank. And we didn't just come to lament. If you, all of you have copies of the text. They just didn't come here to lament. We also preferred solutions. We hope they will appreciate the fact that these solutions are being preferred from the point of view of patriotism, believing that if they will listen and adopt these solutions, we can have light at the end of the tunnel. Haven't we heard about this prepaid being adopted by agencies of ministries and agencies of government before? We've heard it before. The same people, the last time when the statement was made on renewable power, the same minister came to say that government agencies, Jubilee House and government agencies were going to install solar panels. Didn't he say that? So if at one breath you come and enumerate solutions, and you don't have the wherewithal and the commitment to enforce them, you don't come back and announce the problem to us. You see where we are? And they will tell you, Mama is the hope. Is this the hope? Is this the hope they promise us? One of the problems which is confronting the power sector is the payment of the independent power producers. True or false?
Nana Kwabe Bedasi, Mayumuna, another prayer to the Bahama is the hope. Now, for a year more Facebook, I understand the sound is not coming. But Bunya sound no on Facebook. Best say team no, check no more awake sound no ewo Facebook de amame because comments say by United say there's no sound obu enya sound no eye enti mesre team no na kwa be the team pa choya na mo nhwe ho so emfa emame why na omu enya sound no ewo Facebook team da ba say ya to adwumadie no so ya to adwumadie no so obu work on Facebook no na sound no abano it's still WONTUMI Radio 101.3 Sanso and I'll bet me I call a YouTube WONTUMI TV on YouTube and WONTUMI TV on Facebook. They are working just behind the scenes to get the sound up. Na afi WONTUMI TV so any bidding at the Kwaku Kyeremanteng Nkansah cake any Talk Ghana is the name of the game. Talk Ghana and Wushe na ene area Yamisem Jones Yamisem will fee had by a baby to actually sounds na Richard Ajiman so ever had at the area. Everybody for me babujina ha emamo akwaba jumedi so.
Ejoso.
Na pom eyedie.
Nyamiado me bia boko.
Ye there bias Rachel where.
No, okay. Ready to do with your phone pipe or me who you.
Ye there bias. Now we can eat to say Yamisem we can how to go.
Can you not because I'm because I'm a home corner, you didn't do Canyon. I can't be say baby,
we can dear.
It's not easy. It's not easy. Ever say President John Dramani Mama said, "Yena was where you hope and no more to say your Mahama is a hope." And now the Asempa Nabo 24-hour economy. On Fantu is a 24-hour economy, and can hear the Canyon 24-hour economy. And yet, it's soon a dear 24-hour economy. Because we can see a beer before beer doing Kanya. So I was asking myself, then you be before 8 years, oh my Ghana for power, I was gonna for 12 at your not your mama waba. It's like they don't have any solution to the problem of this country. Sana mo catch and you know, in your toba, maybe I just na me tie say eh cement bo ba 83 Ghana cedis me dimrika sto bia makobi bi kura ni hompo cement makoto bi anopeya the invoice is here keke 120 Ghana cedis o just ye kontokwa na cement kwa yato ubisa omo produce cement na omo say power crown on the produce cement nyebi use generators plants use na factory produce cement not what the plant generate power they produce cement because we are cement will ever form and you ever send this for say sorry because enough of the honeymoon my dacha dodo and you say nebumayo everybody seems to be absent minded and man no chosa Ghana for to about mom overwhelmingly. And the rest of Ahucha, Ghana for I say you come here. You who be though. And we can need the media, who will be on the minim. But Keke, a branch was so new power, was it the beer or your program be our show? A very Japan, what I'm saying.
Okay.
A Japan, young gentleman, nice gentleman, or MPP Nimapa.
Okay.
Was him guys or chopper, one coordinator for Adamasi, Dora. And Adamasa assemblyman. Omunya as Nkansah. Omosho like.
Meji oboso. Yamsam beda say, Ajime.
Okay.
Na pomu yedie.
Ready to do with your phone pipe.
Yo, there be Ajime, we design a free Belgium with the UK.
Right, I mean, call Belgium.
It's a doom so there movie now, so I know.
Oh, yes, maybe Yakra. Maybe Yakra. The means young can cry, maybe Yakra. You don't like you with fee. Enemy Montemonti, a Yanica. A Yanica.
But at the other James.
Oh, yes.
And I think as a James.
Yamzi become. ye kachire Ghana for so say kania edundum say kania ne ko na asenya bano de eno de genuinely because of the overhead transmission lines no a you use ni ntino de bia kania beko na asenya ba what did they make no ha because accident ho enema bibiri ntima kania dum na asenya so but at the property a ma Ghana for etu bibi din si e friend dum so no at the property a ma Ghana for tu bibi din si e friend dum so no na saa de no what did they make no ena ye enam se na saa de ne ba ye na kanea no dum more often intino ma ye fa ne se kanea dum bia e dum so intino even post saa de no saa problem no se kanea dum kakra bi kula amanfo si dum so aba na ena ekofa saa de no ba ya to koto nkrofo adwen so na ye wa bem it was difficult explaining to amanfo say we nye dum so na nkasa ne ba ye no na bibi wom what did it was difficult explaining to amanfo but now we can mpanyin so kaka o kan janai if you say the ordinary person now onim the principle of electricity is generation, transmission and distribution. The wonimoa ne say kanea edum ena aso ene ye frɛ no dum so but we were explaining to them. Unfortunately most of our people so joining we call us no because we catch them say there be say ye ka dum so a the word dum so no e wo mu say ekonotu bibi there is a difference between dum so and say kanea dum na so. What did you know? So I at a point in time I explain it with Job in a job. Say spell any yard koro. But munchichi munyepe baku ye nipedin and baku ye dumape. So what did you mean? So that is the problem we are facing today. What did you know? We are going back to doom so. The real doom so with its original implication
reset.
No,
reset.
I don't know. A man for every who say so that next time say if unfortunately I buy for roba na kania dum kwa untuni din say dum so. What did them join because light in there say utiranye na odi ayon kola progo dan ho a based on the earthing system a woman tem no mantem nyina light bitimi edum ba ko for kola ayon. What did they mean no but say one hwi na akoye mpanyin se bisipa ne kuni na haban one tasini benyansafo na ukoma yede bia dada wo se de NDC for the kuntumpu ene dada dabra basem enipa sebi ona kusuku a omunim die akwane nimu a na nka ye expect say they will draw the lines numpono. What did they make no na oma joining the same color because of the no mo painting. And it was sad. I said time without number. Say first no na ba for ansa no mo aye radio no. Say ye fru obi say o meka sa radios na o ye neutral o ka say we are na wa waka yesusu no na wa waka say say me a o mo kan say na menti ase. So did they make no because ne nipa na ka e Kenyan sasem e ma ohun say there are other side of the coin. What did they make no unfortunately ene ye frɛ professor most of them ekasa so ordinarily that is streets na said the nkola na kasa na no point at all calling him who the property in tia ye free nipa bi no. So I am inclined to listen to some few people. Oh, Professor Kofi Ejikum, and I'll mention his name time without number. George Domfe, right? Sometimes when they speak, now why you have to fine tune your brain? Why you have to learn? When say Enyema it missy nipa. When Dr. Baumia speaks, what did he make sure? I feel no one say if you are saying na there are certain things that can draw you back even without your consciousness. These things we are lacking completely. And I doom so and a doom so bad and a doom so now somebody who doesn't even understand. One of those NDC communicators, he was not even born when these problems were even encountered. He can't even give the history of Ghana's energy sector. And he does not even understand the principle of electricity. That's sat on a radio with so-called experts. I nearly insulted him. When I'm a catcher, many will be on energy expert. I nearly insulted him. Because that's something I cannot share before. I'm an energy expert. I told him I did principle of electricity. That was school. I understand what you are talking about. But that aside, me of a do that part. One director of transmission. I stayed in VR for several years and were quite machines no VR for no money in how they all operate. Because I'm offer and then cable control management unit underground cables no me no pay any Ghana by don't call Canada won't call you. Well, quite you man I mean, me dinner cheap, but sometimes it me friend and I do. About 1 o'clock was me and go. Me at Tanakem, you to the Nizam Patrol, and of course, the fun of staying in the Nizam Patrol. No, and also, yeah, another thing, or to call was it doing cow. Home substation, yeah, just that Nizam Patrol no water front from China, yeah, enjoy. Until you go with him. So, okay, and the woman near man be below no more practically. Any party as here, this is the reason why this is coming. Obeka the Obeka Bia. Obeka the Obeka Bia. Many part that the Boapayene Bonnet. Today we are living in regrets and anguish.
Okay, Ajimani baby. Mama Homeswaha, that will go into the substantive Kasada, Udi NDC for no. Say Ajiman just touched it on your own realm because last week na me make say what Bissau was said dainty and a NPP bar or to be keep powered on for 8 good years. Nebe Duma, yes, your friend Dum CSC. Na NDC for more ba abem Ghana for say Modia Moba Dum so nampediam pa mobaya near ye femuno. Last week, I want to say, a buapayo, almost a somoton ECG. It's almost create a whole lot, but Yamison, meaning say a bebe, so but Yamison, wait briefly, Yemfa data the and shall see, and also a yame pada menko adabates. Now, would you be surprised, NDC in opposition? Ibina John Jinapo A. Omo opposition a kasa omo kasa ni deda omo yeno ya no sem omo ba bem enye no ene yehu na si say asa okoka ho asem so a na cheso obubu afu wo ka ho asem de no cheso obubu afu wo yakro obeka say can go to hell ankasa ebi na ene John Jinapo ebi na Sam George why so omo to opposition no omo ye dede no omo ba ya ade no so yehu hwe.
Okay, give me that. Before them, I mean, wishing me be a friend is I am. Of a UK bar last week. By last Sunday in Sunetoyen. And yeah, can you triple off the inswag container be when you go touch a container na abuaso.
Oh my God.
You know. Sayam, baby, Yamayako.
Otherwise, sleeping at a better good container no swan. I say, it will be a simple to be electrifiable containers.
It's my touch a container now.
They are so resting perfect.
So when they yesterday in a cochian and I will share a branch in a Nima or the Tuanoma, the man is in pain. A boss is in the Obanoma Kusi and Nomakusi. Farid was you 7-11 Munya Moya Busia Bacon. More abuaso jamfi no ye we shi munyina well na iri no mandesi for no mana eko no won se enyanwa what they open me line up on ministers nyina
by am say we dey me fan be pacho bo am pese bo ko Facebook no ya restore sound no nti pacho pese ko Facebook e WONTUMI TV on Facebook nti ubetumi akọ everything is perfect now pacho meeting
ubetumi line up NDC ministers nyina. Nobody is performing. Oh, I say a good DB and a Omudi and a Ubia a Yedope. And they said that Sam George, what is Sam George? I can say me LGBTQ once and some on a sono. Only dear ni mumo share home radical parliament. Ye de kasa at the international level. And some Jones will be an waka, Sebe Obane, Bema, and Nawasam, or Kawasam Bill. And the dear much some George is why he was one Casabu. A chase papa no cry credible. Because when you're going to swab by Bemudia, can we expect to say St. George, but sorry waka, not waka said to one more. I'm a Samrana Yadiaba. And now he's running away from his own shadows. Would the Atema and the Sango for NDC for us only what NDC for some Nkofona? Or Munya position in your Mumu dear Temno. Mumu deep and if what Temna and a Jomama and no more position. And Sanko for now, their shadows are now chasing them. Sam George, and data will be intimate to data. Aka San George want me anya hwekwa de ka data de ka ne bom na form na ka amafo gas San George ko ye adwuma no data bo abofom and then data boy din uto data anasa na uto data anasa. So what is happening? The catch NDC form penny for say omunya na want to be say na committee meeting and na one forum ya bre no forum 4 months in government ye hu hwe de bia forum. There be a forum 24-hour economy almost say forum energy for a dear forum dear ne free moaba
data no croy be data ya kan wasem ono so pa committee so mo 14 days I don't hear you
mo ko transit so forum mo koi enya ade bia ye free eye sika ka no man ne boy na ebo. So we are telling them they should wake up from their slumber. Amamo na nya agudi o ya to ba majimuhu sechemena wokrom sa. Enough of that. It's about time that you guys start working in this country. Ubedi omas ye hure. Uko kan mo say na fan say dollar ebo abafom. One nenu say dollar ebo na abafom every baby free. And then the dollar e politics. Niger for kra currency kwana arise against dollar. Niger for currency. All because trade war na ama America currency so a bit weak. Ama for ni America for end Libya directly. Enti ama America demand for American currency eba form. Na so the way na the baba won sem kan. The relative don't know you. It yes say NDC for say Ghana for your bro. Said the na ama for kosala to Obama NDC. The promise, the propaganda. People were thinking that NDC buy and no better for Ghanaians. But we are not seeing that. The jobs are not coming. Bibi anyejuma kania bo kwa na ekosoro. Kania no so ayepe ede ye ne so a kania no kwa ne yensanka. Ene baba fo e ka kire mo oye baba ni a na wakai. Abana akoto ye no at least wuzu unyeska kwa na baba ni na anya kania ede ye baba adwuma. Since na anya kania ede pam noma. What do we see today? And then no kanya bo akosoro enso no still an ye hu de ekoso enti it tells you say NDC for no lu say adwuma no omuntimi nye omo kan kwanche Ghana for na enough the returns am ba na say blame game bibi ko ye kakra de a NDC for na ye so bibi an ko ye a oh ene amammo no abadada no mo hyegu na say affect NDC and now we say dollar bo abafom enti ento nyumfa ende adwuma ma na ye na de ekoso o man mu ye bibia boa ye din bibia boa kwa na ekoso what mechanism are they putting in place to make sure say no matimi akoso ye de amagana for enti ya sebe de magana for nyina na ndis for mba so na o matimi amai video boa magana o munye because Ghana for ebre o mu bedi o man ye hu hwe bibia ekobasa ase NDC agenda kwa na o mu seti o mu ye bibia ase o mu ye no mo de favor o mu nyonko NDC for kwa ba Ghana for engine asafred abana ekoto nya NDC for kwa na ekoto abawo Obia to abani bi. Enti ebese say they should start putting up measures in place. Abebo ma Ghana for to data sem masa. Eye serious na say hweman to say ya na. E ho beche na Sam George e de manu babisi. Wo na wo ka data ho asem adi asla ho atem sa. Na Sam man for bo wachi kakra. We ya bufu. She wo trans na to ayampia say wo mu ade. Umu Ghana for e kasa to nsa keka de opere che Ghana for se sa no kan ya ti so so woni enyo na be ya o try adapa na o ma chiki answers ya dana si na Ghana for say Cramponi, just 4 years in government. And at the arrogance of power, I can watch him. And if we showcase me, and you know, see a quang which more, yen about to a quarter year, and who's as one other. About Nemo, a quenya or just say what said a poyando can bring on the Makuma Konai. And yet, a be womb papa. You see a trans in your so pay. Then man swan. Yes, so it me to get a right decision. At Waba, I'm at the New Patriotic Party. At Nasa Bamboo, Medas.
Mate Medase, Yamas Medase. Ajamai, the guy said last time Oba had you raisy, but I think we be under the kana raisy. Nay, 11. Yes. Okay. And a rasa arena and I say discussion on data they telcos no grow about.
That's true.
Sam George, the okay catch there no.
Lobuki. WONTUMI nyashe. Tachicheni nsebu nechi. There's nothing he can do. And let me tell you, Sam George lied his way to that office, and he will suffer the repercussions of his own lies. There is nothing he can do. It goes beyond Sam George. It goes beyond the political party, even as NDC. There is nothing they can do. The reality, at the party, it was here manebano. Drastic times we demanded drastic measures, and when those things are taken, let's say actually, in Simuna, that is what will happen to you. We will see what we are seeing. What did they make you? We are say Epco Ahuchirimu Kudru baby. What did they make you? Inti a Kudru baby no Yagini say, let us introduce a levy on mobile money, because say Sisi nipa na Nkansah kolano sika no nya sen wodi ato. So what did they make you? So the only means through which ubetimi ama taxes I encompass ubia na enipa nyina ekoman han kakra ne say let us introduce more of electronic taxes so that enipa to ade a what did they make you? Enipa electronic transactions so what did they make you? Ebeboa na enkoye to say ase enipa kakra bi no de bia ejum tax na na echi. It was not something that was sweet in the ears of anybody. Tax je and you be there, not even in America where enipa ye ejuma don here back $23 oje ne tax ya ne womuna. What did they make you know? Inti abri bia aban be introduce taxes bia no enipa enye nipa de. So it is easier for you to take advantage. Say, we a political party now, person about what they be pitch a no against the individuals, no. But when the reality is done on you, I want to say yes. At the end of the year, no, ne mususem, ne kuntumpusem, ne dabrabasem, ebe hit wada. And that is what is happening to NDC. They are taking it. Even in Ford, Omatum, E11, I am telling every Ghanaian now, oh, TAN's E11, NDC for Atum. Omunim Frio. NDC as a political party. What did they know? Only some of the telcos. I don't want to mention names. I'm being careful with my choice of words here. Only some of the telcos. Ako Alliance. Ena omo edi MPP atu tenkruwam na omo ye boni tia yenya ne se yenya ban ni gua, then they reclaim omo losses a omo giye. That is what they do. Other than that, why would NDC for ebeko akọ fight aban say 5G network ne badia aban ni se ono person establish infrastructure so that any other telco bia or person subscribing to the 5G no bet me and subscribe nanka cost of data abafom. No, I didn't NDC for fighting that. Why did NDC fight that? Say omo dwene Ghana for now because ade etimima ade boy for e will we say a competition. Right? If there are competition now enema be for some organizations like Globalcom, what did they measure no? Omutumi use fiber optic e much cheaper telecommunication network in this one system ni mo a it is a lot. One system ni mo a omo data wo form omu no nyina use 5G so did the major no it is woman data or form that's one you know you see the same internet speed let's also the over to more the only option the subscriber no I want to say obe training one for the wood anymore. What did they know? But where there is monopoly, where there is one particular organization that has been given the monopoly to utilize one 4G, you know, against any other, Ghana 4 has no option. Because say Okofa any other networker. What did they know? Internet speed no form. You can't do what you are supposed to do. What did they know? Omu internet speed no was no obetimi you know. They are in bed with NDC and almost say system no ebuyen. And yes ti. Okotua uye na e-levy ankasa na 1.5. Even utua a less than 100 cedis. O transfer less than 100 cedis na enti anameboa. And the NDC for come out alternative say why is the government not charging levy no on the telcos rather than say you be charge individual na buy Debbie. O charge telcos now they will transfer cost. Enti mfaso bi eni so. Enti individual no dey say one na ekọ send ni sika akoma ne maame. One na di ni sika ekọ akoto ade. He has an option of stopping anameboa. Say sika no me ana me ko send ye betimi leave ya me send me be for kako there is a choice in order not to coerce anybody into forcing paying taxes, you know, let us use the normal system. What did they do? NDC for buy na almost umutwa e-levy mu no umutwa e-levy mu wie ya and na data na what 3 cedis a ye ma 480 no say ye ma 350.
Yeah, am I increasing or now say
data auto na onye 2 gig no say unya 1650 gig.
That's for some networks.
Yeah, for some networks. Enti uya obo say afi no sika no a wo se na nka ye e-levy no na yete wona na ye wo ya no yate no wa hadada wo auto data na yate meanwhile mrantie ne meba wa mu odwom saa data na okoto e no saa de hwe ball o de hwe ball e no ana de cabet no ezeze data no ko show so de me chono enti wadwene ya wo say yenye wo taxi bia but indirectly you are buying more. Check his data what you are buying more. That is more than what you are for real been taking from your
robbing Peter to pay Paul.
So now Okofa energy minister no your friend is communication minister all he's done in his life kasa basa na brabo. That is what he's done with new record papa bi obetnya aka kire bia Okofa no betina minister of communication. What will happen? It didn't easy.
And that's to say, who say indirectly, no.
They are charging,
but they are charging through a
yes, data. Well, they are charging telcos, you know. Taxes now by Lucy, you know, it's being taken from the telcos. And secretly, only telcos know according to some secret agreement, no more deducted from us, which is worse off. What was the data management systems? Nina, ma you know how I want to say. And I me koto 2 gig. Edigu me route abiso. Me say I need 10 minutes. Me ba get no crack at that. We need say auto 2 gig dia. Me to 350 cedis me for man 1 month. Wa bra first no, ma to 400 cedis. Emma edi almost 10 years. Me say my 350 cedis. My children are listening to me, and to me I'm for young 1 month. Just one we dey no mo ye yemfa nhwe video yemfa nhwe me bagger ya o law school any me boy a o JHS me wo assignment ni ne ma no mo dey nothing. There's nothing they do with the data. Omun download bi bia omun nyetwe me bokla me nhwe. And this is how criminal the country is getting into.
But if some George be country say no bet to be na finance ministry and as a finance minister,
yeah, that is why I said when they came to power in 2009, the same problem arose. In 2009, the same problem arose. It took the late President Mills, Yamin Van the Crency, and what catching a Shelia it say. Wani Haruna Idrusu, na Haruna Idrusu ye Minister of Communication, na Shelia Ite ye Minister of Environment, Science and Technology. Omon ka omutiri mo ho, na omon pe kwan bi faso, na omon nyai o ha na omon ha grow no. It took Professor Mills, Oman Penny na Nkasa and Wakas asem no. Now you don't have the man with the balls like Professor Mills as the president. And so what will happen?
So they are benefited.
Oh, I
will benefit because somewhere you live here, so man for
don't.
And I say, yes, say, or more a year.
Some George I want to mean, I said it out of frustration. Be bien over to me. Now, MDC for a choir or more the Ghana for air fast one. What did you make? Let us pray, say, in fear number 2 in our own come. Young mom pies in fear number 2 in our own come. No, two omunimusu, omunimunturo intino, oya no matino, no mu chantro.
Mate,
so na sad data and same way says, Okasa Oka. Wumye. The NDC for Jen Chroma Pano.
Mate. Ajima fancy ade ntumi nko other matters so na mo kai baby a interest me me ni baby a Sam George Kodaya afed was sorry who laws of Ghana or shall say baby no say maybe it's important to educate you since you may be unfamiliar with the laws of Ghana that no minister except the Minister for Finance through an instrument laid before Parliament can remove any tax or tariff handle as it affects government revenue. So you may tag me 1,000 a post, but the fact is that until we get the Minister for Finance to approve the removal or reduction of sector specific tariffs, it is all enthusiasm and not facts. I am however glad that you try to it's now who accuse and now say oka yes the wusu kasa now nim lord
no almost say Dr. Baumia any e-levy in free one or your vice president no Minister of Finance. Is he logically saying
na asagwe ase chese and then we be who lord that what position there no nim lord be while now your ranking what position now nim lord and after there why and we be who lord what they babe educate here why didn't you educate us in opposition well so that's what we voted for
before say o mema say na Elia boys and why Elia boys want to cover garden boys no do ma bre
my yan to be cover other matters be that say adjuma yan to aso prostate capsules me pacho we e bema prostate enlargement o Johnson Tentem ko Solak Natural Clinic and as oko herbal shop biema ubetumi akwa akoto prostate capsules no ebi no for prostate enlargement ti wudo bia wa be hu senkyerene ewo video sanso ne Solak mixture ewo ho eno no enam yare boni bia no wudum san Solak mixture bia ebebo papa mama enti koda kope Solak mixture ni bi nso ekira kwan ye was Zipman capsule ewo ho eno no emema ena eyomo dia your friend is Zipman capsules utube friend panyan nti obema anajo wo hwe do aye mre ewo mpema num say dro de bi herbal ahaban ede dubna ya no bode aye na di nyina ko wie se Solak Natural Clinic clinic bia eba the kidney mu nsensem eba liver problem bia na Solak Natural Clinic akumasia ewo fumesua Cobalt Junction no do ma no ukọ sa clinic hoya obekwa akoto ye Dr. Solomon Kofabai Dr. Solomon of Solak Natural Clinic or then a doctor for nurse for omo ebe treat wa show kama customer service there be abeka A1 omo M4 se embwetri body e wo Solak Natural Clinic from Ahmatrofo so number is 0245 616028 0245 616028 Kivo 4-in-1 Gary soaking mix. Mr. Kodako Pebia Chida Kwai. Kivo 4-in-1 Gary soaking mix. Nkatie womb, sugar womb, milk womb. Edwane sa obeto di insio eguso. Garin dekeke. Nicely packaged. It's your friend Kivo 4-in-1 Gary soaking mix. Sansu de Kivo hot pepper ewo. Kivo hot pepper oba pebi egu ejade ho. Pebi gu kitchen. Na usufa ye duane. Na wa di ye duane and na obo say yes. Taste. Ewo eduane no emu. Yamesem yenko ye di be na fe yewra eye energy insensem no mu proper ne. Na ya okay. Yewra eye insensem no prekwana ana yen hyase free efie ba obia energy ebu de we na obepese ube yenko energy no right enti mintie when the minority no aye press conference nene quite surprisingly NDC parliamentarians be and almost so bre na do so energy ministry enye hu bibi because obo constituency omo ebre be hu aye yilo krobo Alfred Yakute also complaining alongside other NDC parliamentarians say a energy minister doing jai kasado non fix it problem.
Medase Keki Anansi say menkanyo so chia boss FM Anansi.
Oh okay. Anansi, a very good evening to you. Michiado papa.
Keki so me de say obi agya to say dum so no national in character. Na eba anye nipa baako na eba be ha no na NDC for na penifo ne bi agi atum se edum na was a minister of energy or sha se de nancy form na okasa so wuti airwaves na ohwe NDC for na omukasa no ase blinking omagi atum se ase ade na eya aginsemo na ka ho no na ai aban baako na ntimi antutu no maye ama se ede anwo kire ebre o my Ghana enti na mi bisa se energy minister no omufi se ya gudia na hwe wo ye minister na okọ hono ma ye nkodi agro hono mo o se o ye smart na hu anama o so otu eye sikasem teko ayifo na power producers o muka se o mu ba be shate o machines down no asem na o muka o mu se ya mo muska o me shate o machines down sikana mo paji sikana mo uchi omuka they will give you power enti endi for no monya dede sikana mo pe mo tenase ye budget mo hunu nyansa atam 290 million Ghana akọ China koto pad abechiche atem faso na wonim se ubetua power producers ka ama omotimi de power amaye enti no who study NDG for na it's like as a good ye hwe NPP manifesto ye kan say Dr. Bawumia kan say se nya akwanya na se bedia abane so a ye be kosola ye die no mo be gu akwan na ye kosola mo ba ye munya hwe edu ba bi a mo se government agencies ni e be kosola mo ma schools ni bi akosola se be ya power ne bo ne be de e be kofuma maye enso mo ba ye there's nothing that you've been able to do ana mo ti won hwe hansa no ma agi munsem eti ye catch minister of energy say long talk no do so dodo it is about time o mo ba ye adwuma o mo nso no mo nye onye adwuma nye hu se wo ye adwuma wo ye adwuma o so wo se what the strategy go akwam think outside the box ana me do say as NDC for me as nkola sembi as mutite lanku se ni etwa mo ka kase o enti se ye kwa ho chenwu dia e bebi some questions amoba be yi an enti sa blame game no na ba bia hwe akufo do be di president na NDC for akọ sign deals bi contract pay or take deals deal na mo sign no one fuel o mo de be generate power no aban na etuaka na so sa generate power ni wi a se u use power no se wa use o eye woka aban ba ya kan wasem what we did was that we need binum negotiate ema no ma bi won ma agreement bi won ma omo ye hu ye kaka ene bo ko ye hu hwe na nye ye tena ho ede no magu akwam e make sure say be ma Ghana for fan won e beto e dia power power machines no am yetimenya power no ye tuho na mo make sure say ye kwaso nya fango na besine enti se mo ba bedi man so a ye fango asem na ye kan wasem o enye sika ketwa enti sika na ne na nam nchen mo di agro no meka se mo trase etimenya 293 million mo tam se sika no se mo de mo ko top pad aba beche ma hunu nyansa se okoto o pese o produce o be chiche pad dia ene e be better se o be si factory be produce pad na watimi aketi employment o Ghana say na won the pad na chiche Ghana former wa hunu nyansa watam skari nyina dia akọ China o ma sika kaka eto na yajeje watam akọ China e dia akọ top pad ato fa so ena mo do huri pad ni wo wiem se pad be ma power no akọ afa the reality is dawning on us say I was saying nya power na etimnya kanea keke areho say cost of no o ma sha complaining because don't know where cost on no and now could do always say o ma supplant and on the genetic power e di freeze omo enam no na cost on na wakoto petrol wadi say be ya ne namun say no petrol kan o ka say can ehwan ka de wakoto nam no na ehun kan e be pass on to the person etama no ma boy yedin de onu produce cement ntimo de munimani wo ani fo munimani wo kra baby e production enso kodu mo kanea baby e me koyi ekwam wonom Cape Coast kwan so oko asenfo su kwan so be kwa water be kwa ya on produce cement ewo
yeah. It's a quite a swab, baby. My was a crone.
The workers are complaining. Almost say, can you answer your nedum? Can you answer your nedum? And they almost so plant. And I'm going to produce cement. And to do not also produce, come with me produce. And to obey up cement in a bona cost because I got a farm when I could produce cement. No, what to turn boom. And I say, once I the engineer a bar, now obi a bob. I say, oh man, I just 4 months in government. Now 1 year so bad so the idea I'm obeying. And if we do, there's nothing that we see. I said, there be an American. I'm a more than yam, money say, we will run the BBO. I'm a money say, BBSC, no appear who Pumasibre. And he said, then this is for I shall say, no matter can be so. Say, catch your mama, no president, and a COVID-19 by. And the teacher 14 for 1 year. And a copeska baby, dear Chomoka. Aeroplanes, and to me, 2 free baby ma. Tourism, none of $1 million or more money, yes, come on for ba, a bedo Miska Ghana, I thought it be do Miska Ghana, or Mon Com or Mumma. Economy, I run it to a standstill. Sika Samaya Basa. Meanwhile, now was I buying a pair of the chama man foodie. Workers are moon quadraman. I was buying quite a breakfast wedding. About when you said your mama and that president. I can no more be pan and go with me to women. Okay. But after when you know, Ghana for and try you. Or more dear before a 12 MPP government. Now, what baby? I'm a phone you to a GD almost end for Baba to normal baby. I could come. It may be so. And this phone quantity and buy a mobile power or more dear can't there be a good do so. Not just say they don't have a solution to that problem. Say before buy 8 good years. I'm a Ghana for Kenya there. Then end this for what is the problem? Problem they say. It looks as a normal was somewhere to go a quem. I'm a Ghana for Kanyano. Munye. And I'm moody agro. A good year. Now me and you one. What is your more your mama appointed?
Say we are no what can be see privatization. So they and I'm more this for 2 and say. Ebe privatize ECG ne na fe omatime atomofa omanyeska no mede but privatization nya dey say be boye enti ebe sra mo munim the solution of the problem no solution no and say generators no ye dey fan go na ye na say mo si afena mo ba be si plant in the bed NDC for mo ba be si plant ebe sa ma gas say and some who no one on catch it. Oh, she means a point to one as a good ye.
mrantie bi omudi di atem saa ana jomama ya na jene sa dia mary word wo in Sam George okotena vetting committee okalawe so arrogant ohwe minister omo back and this for appoint omo ya me baako how na do now kasa say this guy is a very intelligent guy. Apart from that, look at the people. I say wait, what they share MPP ministers are not my appoint to them. No, I confirm will be the same Napo. So energy minister. No boy Juma. Now confirm John Jinapo. So energy minister. Say the better one. Sami Jenvia won't good da. Was a good board. Or down. The good board no again or yo. Now cause a good board kasa tinting. Ani sikape ene kwakope isaba adwuma ye enti for amaye hu se adwuma no omutumi nya ba ye be se dwomama se on sori waka se energy minister na adwuma no wontumi nya wonyi finisem no mpo obi adwuma obetumi aye because our energy minister enye namfosem enye we ya makura enti mebuana sem. It's about someone who is competent enough to think outside the box. Now no man ko ye wait me a solution because we will never forgive NDC. Say doom so say they are say we are thinking say there will be a solution immediately. But when end the phone come no mudi na say abambuo bi abom side ntia say mo pobi e dey akwa
every January 7th or Nkansah aka 5 hours just say ye kania no njina so da bepem say ne ya yete ha kase
ekodu be wo say omo kase mo say ena nkofo bi wo adwuma ACG ebi NPP font omo na sabotage say wo beke kasanse we sa agro say we baba keka na samri. So what we attend the end is say we want power in this country. Power na ye kan wasem no enye ye ti Ashanti region ye ka say power na ni ase yo enkran power no off ukokeko sapawan off nti die be no moya maye minister of energy uji akatua kese the ope be the man nti we don't want anything apart from power and now also we go akoma bama Ghana for enya omo yensanka na ya bro mo ni sa propaganda no ni agudi no
ya bro mo kura to be no na and then minority Kachere John Abdullahi Jinapo, Honorable John Abdullahi Jinapo. Last week on the workshop, no various energy committee no issue, including ECG itself. Now, nyina sani ya misame kan AAC kasem na eno dia na ya say the CD no appreciate wuti economist ne bi o beka che say abai no kra nye payment ontua contractors ka etu omo ba omo hye dan tuatua sika so omutio na sika no ewo he Honorable Abdullahi Jinapo abai we ya no ho say tam ya beton ya be privatize ya be ye dey creating lamenting na nyina no edade ababedu ba bia we a free January 7th I did not na koya so lamentations nko but ajmai intie we
energy nsensem ya ba ya mkofa ba mentimi anchia Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia the dictator Bawumia Ghana ni da so ba menchia no ewe bia wo bia Alhaji nyame na de wakusi mi wogidi se nyame na Nkansah do beba mami mfanchi ama Dr. Gideon Kwaku member of parliament for Tano North na ene dumadi sunko a odibo Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia obebia obeko bia mfanchi ama ona bo si chairman sabo nsusu amemra shebedwani enkanet su amemra shebedwani ene edom dodo no ba no deni na menchia the champion chairman Benard Ntwibosi ako chairman baby awobia nyame edi ebeduru bosha asase no so I'm promising you have my support. We will make sure you become what we want you to become. Papa bi was stadium was means Nkansah chairman bi say was here nyame sem Mr. Asian or stadium was mean Nkansah wo say wo na also ye campaign manager ma chairman enko campaign manager no wasrew wo mo campaign manager no wo hine wo mesrew was yan
mate
keke
ajba
energy nsensem
say minority so bon publish timetable crowd
no ma yan Nkansah omampanyi Dwamani Mahama wone the energy minister oyi no yenu John Jinapo is a very smart guy. We can't talk with a very high sense of maturity. Indeed, yɛde no kɔ hɔ no meka kyerɛ mo sɛ
and also to be travel with highs
meka kyerɛ mo sɛ ɔyɛ nipa a obɛtumi aspɛn na ɔbɛspɛn saa nkosi aga ma menka nkyerɛ mu awie yi sɛ aduane wɔ fie a mpanyin sɛ yɛnkɔ ahabayerɛ dwo sɛ aduane wɔ fie a yɛnkɔ ahabayerɛ dwo nti ansa na wo nso obi afa ne sekan ne kentenku sɛ wɔkɔ ahabayerɛ dwo no na aduane ne fie ntira so de dem cho no nti saa wo anya me fu ene wo ma anya me bi no wo ma anya we no ye mpati wo mu nyaika. It takes about 6 days, just 6 days to import fuel ene wo mu de aba sami je mfie anya dollar e de ama agrada wa abonten de o de kofa fuel aba de wunya bi mo se sami je mfie ba no ye disigani mo ye mo sika fo dada na mobile mo abo de mo wona na mfa kofa fuel mrai enti sansensem wo mu nyaika keke emfomso aba na sanfomso na aba no o my Ghana ye be sofa so de dem echo no me kan abla ye campaign no se obekaya me kan ensonsuya eda okandifo eni obi a oye kurakurafo ntem say when you are looking for a leader, don't make mistake and go and choose a manager. Because a good leader can be a good manager, but not all good managers can be a good leader. John Mahama onyo kendifo senko yo kendifo a enka onyi John Jinapo se omeye energy minister. He's made the worst of mistakes. Ne se wa hwe no wan sesa na mo a we ede ne bekọ animguase mu ede o my Ghana nyina bekọ ha mu adende na me kasa bema tie John Jinapo was the same person who was there in 2014 ya sa problem ayeko mu nyina sa dum so ni nyina ayeko mu he was the same energy minister
after Kwabnadon kusa no ye Kwabnadon ko deputy no be substantive yeah.
Most of the agreements that were signed during the later part of 2015-2016 a dear call how more about World Bank country director ka say ohun aban a was sign agreements bonny e dear man nkrofo HNDC aban were signed by John Jinapo. In negotiations, the people you send matter. Se onu obi kwa akoye sikasem ho nkutahudi a smafo na osuma no ne hu hia pa. That is why etoda obetimi asuma henkwa etoda obetimi asuma chiame etoda just osuma obrempon etoda just wo ohimu na nkasa na ekoro so the mecho no so senka ona oye power producer ena woni John Jinapo sign contract in 2014 and now 2015 ena ensensema ba ho nyina ba ho to extent to say even the World Bank ema omko IMF based on your friend say credibility policy credibility ya office yes side say ni pakro na be energy minister won't you set up ontrasi so the energy producing companies they have set up. And if you don't take care, be treat John Jinapo just as an ordinary person, they will never trust anything he says. Now Ghana will be the funnels of la. Because nipa na one ka asem no onim ne dada. Onim so one ne ya agreement a where senitira nkoyi na se bibi kosesa baby agreement metimi akowie. So now they are more careful. That is why we are seeing what we are seeing today. That is why omutimi catcher and say tie agreement in the first no. We could have been lenient with Dr. Matu Opoku Prempeh because he didn't sign the agreement with us. In this one, no waba. Let's say you take or pay agreement. Let's say Dr. Matu Opoku Prempeh in the negotiations there be a nisika. Enti mama ye liwe kakra. Ni emfanya the company will understand. But John Jinapo no on no sign take or pay agreement no say o sign betena na nimu biem e ka kire ne say o ma ne 2 days kura no mfanye bibia on tia say because when you were signing the agreement you knew the consequences and sort the mature no enti enya no kore se Ghana se yansesa John Jinapo as energy minister sa hankrofo ye no mu de no mba enkoyi maye
because me want to say connection be inside ho no eye
masa
other NPP solve na
when we came to power ye ba mu in 2001 there were the same challenges that the NDC had dragged our energy sector into. Problems in Kwa. President Kufuor, a buy of a nipa Michael Quinn within Ghana energy minister. Subsequently, of Omo, what did they make sure no? Omo for Muninano, they were taxed with the duty of reducing the problems in the energy sector without necessarily overburdening the ordinary Ghanaian. What did they make sure no? Into one, President Kufuor ba no. First, no, not incandescent bulbs are near use no. Not 50 watts, 40 watts. What did they make sure no? And your light na Nkansah so. What did they energy you consume you too much? Into your mere light dum. Into your day, and a President Kufuor cry. What is a war form? Into one says he say incandescent lights, fluorescent lights na you use in 5, 10. What did they make sure no? And no, it's civil energy. And this if one mama no mu kan yenti no na the woman in nam say President Kufuor am energy ni bi anka ho because they thought to say bringing up energy no was say over sign agreement with another company no be ba be ka ho no de kakese e bi ma ba be ka ho omu nim de a ye de manage economy told the major no what the President Kufuor do na akosombo dam it was almost down. Adia ne kofa problem ebre Ghana nyina say na koso mu down no turbines na generate electricity no na enua ne niema gusuo mu ama turbines ne ebia stop aka be trepe the train no and that's woni ho utira nko yi na ba ko stop mienu ko stop pe Ghana light nyina adum and the President Kufuor has to dredge in suo ni biem o tin suo no mu eye ne kama we ya and or 5 gini or Nigeria say Nigeria for free gas kwa. Why don't we start the West Africa gas pipeline? It is on the West Africa gas pipeline now President Kufuor ne Nigeria president ya West African states no ejitu muso mu ya West Africa gas pipeline no eso na mbaba be ya ato abo gas mu wie ya musi ye tikese ya wiage we think it musi tikese ya de wiage Nimdia Bay and how the years are at trouble gas. Nimdia Bay, where did you get the source of the gas from in the first place? Your manage Wenumina and you do a minor every through 2009. And Womudian or day Casade wittingly a Sabata Ghana for Betanaso by 2015. Well, how proper Emma World Bank country director ebien ano say agreements are o ma sign no wo hu o maya o ma betra so o ma na assign agreements boni e wo energy sector amomo man ma e chen Ghana joma ma ban na obaye the same problem eno mo yesa ene yentua ka ene beduru sei ene yanhwe e bedum eno mo de saa no sinsan hasty agreements. And ye sign back in 2017. Ye manage up the no to extend to say, Nkansah na ye can ya near what you. No, dear not Dr. Baumia, Egrin say the cost of electricity was too much, and then the board in do. And doing in Ghana, I discover aluminium as a day. Near Pessia the aluminium, Ghana Steel Company, and one year, know. Near discover near PCA. But check the cost of production of electricity, the generation mix na hydro, any tema, so okabo mua, ye net number about 13 cents per kilowatts. What did they make sure? Engineer see there be so yes, sir. And you will be got steel need be free Ukraine. That one will be cheaper. what did them try to see produce here the no high baboka enti e kwan ani ye betimi afa so a ye betimi amasa ye Ghana aluminium integrated aluminium steel ho ni na etimi aba so ne say let us generate electricity a cheaper. That is why President Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Tron manifesto mu say even with the Buitama plant ni we see no say ye ba solar energy 50 kilowatts na yakwa akoye no we will extend the solar energy and the green energy so that the idea friend energy mix no see campo mu a the cost of electricity will come down. It has to be 8-7 there about. Said you bit me produce steel or memo. I didn't ma bremabunu. Netimia peja or my can crodia conim. Natania him sell electricity no. And so easier. And Kian has ye de share manifesto see a bar, ye be solar. Ah? When in charge of green transition. What are you doing? In the area of green transition, go to Germany. Na call wind energy. Our power. When I went to Germany the last time, baby, I met Wustro. Who call between East and West Germany, but I know swa wind energy. Vast. All these things are there. Instead of you utilizing this, you know, John Mahama no I didn't be there. And my catch Ghana for say. Was in the problem ni say ontime nwere na problem ofie na akofo ma panyin was in the problem so ontime nwere a na Ghana for dey ebe hunu na yete aka na edum nsuo yiri fa nkora na regional minister through Lake Bosontwe ko fan first and the school for akọ Lake Bosontwe so mu nkonko dwale. Who told you that is the difficulty we are facing now? Ye nim swimming pool. Swimming pool Okroma. What kind of leadership is this? NDC. What kind of leadership is this? Yeah, bro.
See, yeah, Tiamo K. Kadia no su dudum sa na ajibai WONTUMI jeno. Or ye indecisive into your who say Kadia no or you so gaso so you so fuelo. So uncle so the ibio just radia gopo by four sabi about full great sabi yeah, told you by the end of the rapport, bencher, Penske, Beba, and then my badge by a year, Baobia lecture, but being yellow quick, a year gasto mixture, we ever check crew. Typhoid fever and that's a year how beer na wapegasto big shady be a one nice herbal medicine wodoma while be with stomach ulcer no chese anua a kokra kona ko pe be a what one of stomach ulcer draw sa but unya results be a kona ko pegasto mixture your mensoplax mixture no we oba unfichi ko obrepa na wakwa akope eye mensoplax mixture ni bi ekira kwai sanso na prostaplax mixture eye for prostate enlargement be ma Johnson tentem ene eye prostate ho how bia na pe eye prostaplax mixture say dro no so ye very good ene mensoplax mixture na gasto mixture nature medics consult nobody adre abedwa so from ahoma trofo so number here 0248 778899 0248 778899 or from a baby a wo bia no omo be kire baby a wo nsa be ka edro no bi Misty about e wo nroi bi e wo mrum Repatch Ventures e wo kan shi drag lane Unique about e wo takwa sanso na Ecus Pharmacy e wo Ashaman iti friend number no so na so baby a wo pebi no omo e be kire baby a wo nsa e be ka bi T Esther Media at the Made in Ghana Beauty Pageant Season 2 bro na Made in Ghana Beauty Pageant Season 2 omo ashase audition no na 31st May na Cultural Center Kumasi ye no edru so sanso na wasa 17th May no ye wasa de no takwa 3rd May makwa koye audition no but 31st May Asante Mantem ha Cultural Center 31st May now so wako hodom na wako akɔhwɛ ayɛ audition ɛwɔ hɔ na wo pɛ enquiries bia na so open kyeremu bia na the obɛyɛ ne sɛ obɛfrɛ 0244 490 940 0244 490 940 ɛyɛ made in Ghana beauty pageant season 2 winner onya brand new car and a year 5,000 cedis. First runner up, a year sum of 30,000 cedis. Second runner up, year 20,000 cedis. Sansuna first to third positions, no, Yadibu A to Kwai Ako, South Africa. It's media partners, Lawson TV, WONTUMI TV, and FM or WONTUMI Multimedia. SM Peter, Sister Mackerel, and Affects My Ride Company Limited. Grace Phyto Clinic and Bar Herbal Hospital. Omo ena aso Jumedie Asia Yede Brewo. Now, Yambol Tao, yes, able to be a can other matters. Yamsem. Over person be fine na ajibai de bi say baomia IDU lectures a man for but meeting you say
be ko baomia na take
it me will few moments and peske baba let me see whether I can manage okay 544 meeting maybe I just a minute
vice president away
last week you know and John Dramani Mahama his excellency Emma yete say si say the whole atono eti na watchi also obesha adwuma se yeah last week for catch Friday or say na watchi vice president ebesha adwuma na se si say the whole atono
yeah but see tenenka because the rumors be say was here adwuma vice president go woni bio rumors ayati enti mama no omra bonten ye hu say wo ye adwuma because vice president they say amamo ni ashashe o ya shashe ma music crowd no a fine woman naave na dey what the vice president ye hu hwe enti no say no crazy o say adwuma wonye bio a
no so that go be spearhead women's development bank so called women's development bank afi babi yentenka
say wonye bio a wo dey be come yent because ani ate no ti say no crowd be babontin ti say ani ate ti say wonye bio be kan ye hu say di oba be vice president adwuma dey because anyone agency mu as say your mama no aya agudie ori Ashanti regional minister yi a waje TikTok minister or politician issue kura na watwa kre na nam TikTok na video ni na mo sa agudie sa mayo isu amacho man oya obabo chese 4 months government arrogance party Zuba ya to abama be di adwuma o so ya se mabo na kejeti afo no ma hye wakofa soja fo enye izo uno ma anya consultation wa anya hwe omko kan wo so bebo o medical jabo mu tiri enti no de epa na ere yesaka no enti de kan say John Dramani mama please sit up o yes ni ngwase na to 2016 ebe kase achen we o bi wo Ghana fo ni say we incompetent nandi for munya konya ba side propaganda na sabe famwa e man sama ne ye kano kana fo ntie ene side jo mama ba
but incompetent who say a president Mahama pa
at
this time few months he ya word be an incompetent here
be super incompetent
I don't know the be kofie so once sani ma pa the annual the super incompetent they be go
jo mama ba ni efi se bia ka no ma sesa e bia ka wakosua lessons bi a oba sending na rhetoric say ba na me appointment in 10 term massa say adwuma ni nie problems na yi ni ti akese body e bo intimi to bibia boy akoso this is the time also show leadership na say the Ghana for ehun say wa bon untimi nya adwuma ye pam no they say they ask any monyam kakra bia de aba na see ya na de ko 4 years ni dia na jo ma ji so dwane ko
ya be say je wa ho be na bi baba sa agro be so fra do pa ogot na fie o bibi o de be bre ya say ko ba ye say o ko ba ye wasese o wa ko sua the lessons ba we re de da ya be say
kura wuti mi fa bi ma na fo
dan ka wa sua bibi ka o ba iti dum so ya o di ko fie do de ya de no na o de a chance na o de bre
na bibi e keke ba before then me say mo no mo kasa man foti
also kasa o buti
24-hour economy ni die ya fancha omo
she
24-hour economy no omutwe omutan obeka wasema mbeti Ghana fo hia nwuma musi nwuma no anopa wie nwumra najo enti nyuma ne de ba be bu 3 shapes say adwuma kura yen timi create bi de akufo de create ye na moba be yi omo afi o de mo ko de aba be go enti no NDC for is about time o so mo ka bi mi eti e wo 24 hours me no
I come 2 minutes now be 2 minutes I
school bi wo adwuna se ultimate adwuna se enti ana o ye ho campaign kaka ma ye fe no Mario Model School
e dey we ado afa way back so Ajimai press card na se but ba oni ade be hu se da kan ye way pa
yesi asemuni adanse ye kwebe bi adanse enipa na ye kotoaba na omo se obi aye business na wo still be a company no aye we enti na omo ye comparison no na de bia na me catch omo say in managing the extrinsic facet of human life a friend abai no what did they mention no what is most important is the ideation enipa na adwene ya wode beba it's not necessary who has been successful in life enya no kore what did they mention no but enipa nimdia utimede beka ho yama typical example a yenyaye was say businesses are when the inflation was going up, nobody could stop it with one onisika. The only thing you could do was say sikano. What did they mention? Say dollar agents and say the businesses have nothing to do. What did they mention? The only thing they can do is say dollar no kwa neko ujeti sote. That is why we need an idea entrepreneur. Ubia ono utimidi na dwene ekekabomu yibibi. Say obeso eniyema bi mu amayen if you say empanyin se ye kasa amane amro ye kasa amane amro enam se enyinyam ye ko mu ntino eye den ye beto ye kwam so did they mention no it is the more reason why we need an idea entrepreneur it is Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and I know ewo idea
Ajima and then they disappoint you facha bi wate. Now we can do this. A running story. We'll just get into all that.
30 seconds.
Okay, meeting.
And I know our IDU. Perskeba. But I know our IDU. Any Cambridge Business Africa Business Forum. No. Dr. Bawumia and Samoa or Khan will be enemy no. Ubia OTM and Umrebia. Uncle Pebinti. Uptie we are. Ubimu the reason why President Kufuor say Alhaji Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia is the man of destiny.
Man of destiny. And on that note, they talk Ghana about the real year and then Yumbre. Meda Richard Ajiman ase. To me ama na nko enumu. Sanso na meda Jones Yamensem. Onosu meda na si papa. Right about now, Pass Care with a year. Winia Bema. Richard opening me ma kwaba
ya nu akeke
na ho ye de
oh radi ni adini
yo
he wani mzo a ho ye
ya me ado
mzo nya political appointment bidia but this be better an up minister
Mr. Richard what do you call anybody na be